The Social Security Administration has confirmed every single payment date for March 2026, and there are two things happening this month that every senior needs to know before they check their bank account. First, millions of SSI recipients are not going to see a payment in March at all. And there is a very specific reason why that has nothing to do with a cut or a suspension. Second, that 2.8% COLA raise that started in January is now showing a reality that is very different from what most seniors were promised. Stay with me. Before we go any further, please tap the like button right below this video. It helps this update reach other seniors who need to know exactly what is happening with their March payment right now. This update is specifically for Social Security retirees, SSI recipients, and SSDI beneficiaries who want to know exactly when their March deposit is coming and whether that 2.8% raise is actually putting more money in their pocket or quietly disappearing before it ever makes a real difference. Now let me tell you about someone first. 6 days ago, I received a message from the 69-year-old retired cafeteria worker named Evelyn from Lansing, Michigan. Evelyn worked in the school system for 27 years, feeding kids breakfast and lunch every single day. She retired on a combination of Social Security and SSI. She told me she lives alone in a small apartment, and every month she maps out her budget on the back of an envelope she keeps in her kitchen drawer. Not a spreadsheet, not a phone app, the back of an envelope. Evelyn told me that when she heard about the 2.8% COLA raise coming in January, she felt hopeful for the first time in a while. She calculated in her head that her check would be going up, and she thought maybe this year she could stop skipping her Thursday night church dinner to save the gas money. Maybe she could finally get her winter coat replaced. She had been holding on to it for 4 years. Then January came, her check went up, but her Medicare Part B premium went up too, and her electric bill went up, and the grocery store she has been going to for 11 years quietly raised prices on the 6 things she buys every single week. She sent me a message and said, "They told me I was getting a raise. I got the paperwork. I see the number, but I cannot find it anywhere in my life." Evelyn is not confused. She is not bad at math. She is describing something that is happening to millions of seniors right now across this country. And today, I'm going to tell her exactly where her raise went. If you are watching this and you felt exactly what Evelyn felt, you got the paperwork, you saw the number go up, but somehow it did not change anything in your actual life, I want to hear from you right now. Drop a comment below and tell me what state you are watching from and whether your 2026 raise has made a real difference in your monthly budget. That helps me understand what is really happening out there. Go ahead and comment below. I read every single one. All right, let's start with the March payment schedule because there is something happening this month that is causing real confusion, and I want to get you clear on it right now. Here is the full confirmed March 2026 Social Security payment calendar straight from the SSA. If you receive SSI, your March payment already hit your account on Friday, February 27th, not March 1st. The reason is simple. March 1st falls on a Sunday this year. Federal law requires the SSA to send payments on the preceding business day whenever the scheduled date falls on a weekend or holiday. So, your March SSI payment came early. It's not missing. It's not late. It already arrived. And because of that early payment, there will be no SSI deposit at all during the month of March. Do not panic when you open your bank account in March and see nothing from SSA. That is expected. That is the calendar. Your April payment will arrive on April 1st as normal. For regular Social Security retirement and SSDI recipients, the March schedule works like this. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of any month, your March payment arrives on Wednesday, March 11th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and 20th, your payment arrives on Wednesday, March 18th. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and 31st, your payment arrives on Wednesday, March 25th. If you began receiving Social Security before May of 1997, or if you receive both Social Security and SSI, your payment arrives on Tuesday, March 3rd. Those are the confirmed dates. Write them down. Put them on your refrigerator. No guessing. Now let us talk about that COLA raise, because this is the part of this video that matters most to someone like Evelyn, and to the millions of seniors who are still trying to figure out where their raise actually went. The Social Security Administration confirmed a 2.8% cost of living adjustment, effective January 2026, for nearly 71 million beneficiaries. AARP calculated that for the average retired worker, that 2.8% translates to about $56 more per month, $672 more over the full year. That sounds meaningful, and in a vacuum it would be. But here is what happened in the real world the moment that raise hit. The standard Medicare Part B premium increased by $21 per month in 2026. That is automatically deducted from your Social Security check before it ever reaches your bank account. So right away, your $56 raise became a $35 raise. Not $56, $35. And that is before anything else touches it. Then consider what has happened to the actual costs seniors face every month. Housing costs remain elevated across the country. Utility rates went up in multiple regions. Prescription drug costs continue to rise for the majority of seniors not yet covered by the new negotiated drug prices under the Inflation Reduction Act. And grocery prices, while inflation has slowed, have not come down. Prices do not go backwards. They stop rising as fast. That is not the same as relief. The Senior Citizens League, which has been tracking this for decades, published research showing that the average Social Security benefit has lost approximately 20% of its purchasing power since the year 2010. 20%. In practical terms, that means what $100 bought you in Social Security purchasing power in 2010 now only buys you $80 worth of goods and services. 16 years of cost of living adjustments, and the program has still lost a fifth of its real value against what seniors actually spend money on. SSA Commissioner Frank Bisignano said this month, and I want you to hear this directly. Social Security is a promise kept, and the annual cost of living adjustment is one way we are working to make sure benefits reflect today's economic realities. With respect to the Commissioner, that statement does not square with what Evelyn is experiencing in Lansing, or what millions of seniors across this country experience every single month. The CPIW, the inflation measure used to calculate your raise, tracks spending patterns for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Working-age people. Their spending patterns do not match yours. Seniors spend a disproportionately large share of income on healthcare and housing, the two categories rising the fastest. The raise is calculated on the wrong numbers. There is a bill in Congress called the Consumer Price Index for Elderly Consumers Act that would switch the COLA calculation to a measure designed specifically for seniors. TSCL research shows that measure would have produced a higher raise than 2.8% this year. That bill has not passed. Until it does, seniors will keep getting raises that sound meaningful on paper and disappear in practice. Here is what you can do right now. Log into your My Social Security account at SSA.gov and verify your payment details are correct. Confirm your direct deposit information is current. And check your earnings record for any gaps or errors, because mistakes in your earnings record directly reduce your monthly benefit. 5 minutes today could mean more money every month for the rest of your life. And if you are an SSI recipient who is confused about not seeing a March payment, go back and check your February 27th deposit. That is your March money. It came early. You are not missing anything. If you are not yet subscribed to U.S. Pension Insight, please hit that subscribe button right now. It is completely free, and it exists to give you honest, straight updates that affect your money. Here is where everything stands right now. SSI recipients received their March payment early on February 27th and will see no SSI deposit during March itself. Regular Social Security payments arrive March 11th, March 18th, and March 25th, depending on your birthday. The 2026 COLA is 2.8%, adding about $56 per month for the average retiree. The Medicare Part B premium increase immediately absorbed $21 of that, and the Senior Citizens League confirms Social Security has lost 20% of its real purchasing power since 2010. Evelyn sent me one more message. She said she was going to log into her SSA account and check her earnings record like I suggested. She said she had never done that before. She said if there is even $1 more I am entitled to that I am not getting, I want to know. That is exactly the right spirit. That is why this channel exists. Stay subscribed. I will see you in the next update.